I'm running for school board to continue my service to the community. I've spent nearly 15 years on the board of trustees, and I bring a ton of experience, both as a parent. Both my children went through Plano schools and graduated from Plano East, and they all are, the two of them, they're thriving adults. They were well prepared for college, both of them. So I know a parent's perspective, but I also know a board member's perspective. And I bring a lot of expertise about the district, about public education in general. I understand school finance. I might be one of 12 in the state that does. And I have proven leadership on the board. I've been the board president for the last 2 years. And prior to that, I was board president and vice president and so on. So just those are the reasons I want to continue the service to my community. And I think that my experience is vital to the school board. So, top priorities in my mind, number one is school safety. And we have to get that right before we do anything. And in last year, the board approved a good cause exception because House Bill 3 from the prior legislative session required that we provide an armed security officer to every campus. We knew our municipalities couldn't provide that. So we came up with an exception. It's called a school marshal program. We have an armed security officer in every elementary school. That was a project that we worked really hard on, and it's very important that we have safe schools. And the next big priority would be student achievement and identifying achievement gaps. And we look at data, we do data digs, and we study where the needs are in the district. And so that leads me to another one that would be efficient resource allocation to meet the students' needs. So not every campus gets the same dollars. It's where the need is. And then I would say hiring and retaining high quality teachers, because the best asset you can have in a classroom is a high quality experienced teacher. And so that leads me to another question or topic is funding. And so I am I'm the chair of the legislative subcommittee, and we advocate down in Austin for per student increase in funding. That way we can have competitive salaries for our teachers. And what else do I'm thinking of? Oh, the course offerings for our students. We want to make sure we have relevant, current course offerings to make students ready for college, career, and life. So the ways to measure success, obviously student achievement. And we want to see growth in our students, and we want a minimum of 1 year's growth for student achievement. And we look at that not only through the STAR exam, but that's a one and done kind of we look at that because we have to, we administer it, but we use a tool called Measures of Academic Progress. And it gives a beginning of year, middle of year, and end of year measurement. And teachers can use that as to inform their teaching in the classroom and to make sure every student is differentiated in their learning. So that's one way to measure. And then I think I mentioned before, but we do the board, we do data digs, and we look at all of the campus data. We can drill down to the grade level. And so we're aware of where our students need to be. And we set the House Bill 3 goals. We set the priorities in the plan of work and the district improvement plan. So I think that that's a way to measure the district and react, if you will, to the data that we study. And then finally, I think measuring teacher success is important. We have a robust professional learning department, and we also have instructional coaching, and we have instructional coaches at our highest need campuses so that they can improve and hone their skills. And we use a tool called Grow Lab, which actually ties the metrics in that coaching to the student in the classroom success. So it's data driven. So those are ways we can measure success in Plano ISD. I think it's so very important to engage in the community. We have memberships in the Richardson Chamber of Commerce and the Plano Chamber of Commerce, and we meet regularly in different events. And those connections are so important. Business connections with the district. I mean, it's all one community. So I've made connections for the district in the past. And in 2012, I connected the district to Richardson Methodist Hospital for our Health Science Academy. That's impressive. We have a partnership there with students are learning hands-on skills in the hospital. I also recently connected the district through the Education Foundation to a auto dealer CEO, and they have done some amazing sponsorships for student programming. And then, as well as Toyota, I know some people there, and we are now putting a teacher of the day experience. Toyota employees can come to this school district and teach a class for a day. It's amazing. So those are vital relationships because they bring in the real world experiences for our students. Oh, the other one is the Academy High School. And we had Toyota come into the Academy High School too. So our kids are learning relevant, up to date skills that'll help them be employable and ready for college. Okay, this one's my baby. The Career Technical Education Center that's going to be at the corner of Park and Alma. I'm so excited. Back in probably 2011, I was on the Academy Visioning Committee, and I worked to study how we could do this and come up with a solution. We're going to have so many amazing programs for our students to learn actually on the job, if you will. We'll have a restaurant, we'll have a bank, we'll have um, what is the coding, yeah, and a hair salon, you're right. But I mean, they're going to learn how to, work on cybersecurity, all these things. And those are through partnerships that we have with businesses in the community. But it pays dividends because our kiddos get to learn from those experiences. So I'm so excited about the CTE Center. I can't wait.